My daughter Brianna has been in Girl Scouts. This would be her 6th summer of Girl Scout camp. Brianna started in Girl Scouts. It was the summer of 1st grade going into 2nd grade. And my husband and I were looking for ways to supplement her for the summer so that basically she wouldn't be bored sitting at home. We Googled a couple of options for STEM-related activities, and Girl Scouts came up. There was an opening for our daughter to be able to go to horse camp, which sounded pretty cool because she loves horses. And so we contacted Girl Scouts of Western Washington Council, and we asked some follow-up questions and see if we could get her a spot. When we got the tuition bill, we realized that we couldn't afford it. So I called back into council and I explained to them our financial situation, and luckily there was a grant available and we qualified. That first year, Girl Scouts paid for my daughter to go to camp in entirety. I think I paid a small reservation fee and they covered the rest. And so she was going to camp, and even though she had picked it, it was a week long, overnight on the peninsula. Kid had never been away from home. This was her first time. And as a mom, I was terrified, and I'm pretty sure she was terrified before we even got to camp. So I received a note a couple of days later, but the timestamp was about 3 hours after I had dropped her off. And it simply said something along the lines of, "This is the best day ever. I just met my horse. I'm so thankful that you sent me to Girl Scout camp." And I sat in her room and I ugly cried, but she is having a great time. And when we went to go pick her up that Friday, she just completely ran across the fire circle, tackled me, and just started crying. And I was really worried at that point that maybe she hadn't had a good time and maybe something had happened. And she was crying because she wanted to go back. She wanted to go back to the next session. After that, Brianna was never the same. She was a totally different kid. She was stronger, she was more independent, she had all these cool skills.
Girl Scouts has taught me to be a leader by teaching me the power of philanthropy and teaching me to be considerate and caring and being able to listen to other people and use their feedback wisely. My favorite part of being a Girl Scout is being able to feel like you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself. I'm proud to be a Girl Scout because I feel like I'm actually doing something that's important.
If there's one thing that I would like for you to take away from our financial aid story, it's this. That first financial aid grant really set off a series of events for our family. It started with my daughter going to camp, which led to me becoming a volunteer, and then staff, and then my husband becoming staff. And now we are so passionate about the program as a result of the way that it unlocked Brianna's potential and gave her a space to really be her most authentic self, that we want to help other girls and other families access that same opportunity. That's like my kid, a girl that's going to be her first summer of camp, and she's never been away from home, and it's going to fund brand new experiences and unlocked potential. And at the bottom of that are leaders, our future leaders, presidents, scientists, advocates, all kinds of things. We won't know its full power until they're older, but they're just waiting for opportunities like